So, weeded the front garden this morning, so that's something. It's another beautiful day, Easter Saturday. Saying hello to the neighbours and yeah, catching up with a few gardening jobs. I've just spent 2 hours trying to get into an account, my YouTube account, but on my laptop instead of my phone. Couldn't remember the password because I'm just logged in on here and waiting for verification emails to come through and swearing because they wouldn't come through, and in the meantime updated and changed the password on every single other account I use for everything, which is probably a good use of time, sort of thing that needs doing every now and then. And just banging my head in frustration about this, only to then realise after about 2 hours that the email I thought was the email on my YouTube account isn't. So all I had to do was actually go back into a different email account, and lo and behold, I did it in about 5 minutes. So I am now completely set up with passwords, but absolutely fuming. Just so yeah, what I was going to do this afternoon I'm not going to get to do, but I've done something worthwhile, so that's okay, and sort of thing one ought to do every now and then, and this is the ideal opportunity, and it's not like I'm not going to have tomorrow afternoon, the next day afternoon, and the next day afternoon to get on with the other. But yeah, slightly frustrating afternoon. Good morning though. We got all the dandelions out of our front garden. Our front garden is horrible, very, very stony, north facing, very little sunlight. So yeah, we haven't got much in there, but at least I've got most of the weeds out, so that does look better. Got another dustbin sack full of old leaves to make mulch for next year. So yeah, it was a good morning spent, and this afternoon is frustrating, but at least I was doing something that needed doing, so that's great. I've been mulling this over in my mind for the last few days about one of my concerns for this whole period. Besides the concern about my health, my family's health, Sarah's health, and so forth, the obvious concerns about health of our loved ones, and also the ongoing concern about whether the theatre's going to be able to manage to keep going, depending on how long we're shut. But yeah, I think one of my biggest personal question marks over this whole experience, because I am naturally given to being reclusive. I'm not a big socializer. I don't enjoy going out much very more, partly because I don't drink very much anymore. I'm sort of worried that I might get too used to this, and I don't want that to sound heartless to all those people for whom at the moment this is a big struggle, because I know it is, and I'm very, very thankful for my position, because there are so many people so worse off than I. But the truth is, actually being at home every day, being with Sarah every day, doing a bit of gardening, getting other stuff done at home, and writing in the afternoons, I'm doing okay. I'm at the moment doing okay, and it may be the case that in 2 or 3 weeks I'd start struggling with it and that, but at the moment I'm coping well enough that there is a part of me that is almost more worried about what it's going to be like to go back to normality, and whether I'm going to be able to process that. Because the instinct to lock myself away from the outside world is such a strong one at the best of times, that now having the opportunity and the excuse to do this is, And it is one of the reasons why I'm doing this daily check-in. It is one of the reasons why I am making sure that I'm doing stuff. I am making sure that I get dressed every day. And not around lunchtime, but I'm getting up 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, getting dressed, having my breakfast, and then getting on with stuff, because I need routine. But I genuinely hope I don't get too comfortable with this state of not seeing people. It does play to my own personal tendencies. But there we go. That's the thing I'm sharing today. So I hope you're all well. Easter weekend, I hope. As I said yesterday, for those of you for whom it is something, I hope you're managing to make something of it, and I hope everyone's, who can, is enjoying the weather at least. And if you've got a garden, I hope you're enjoying the garden. And if you're not, and you are struggling, or you've got friends, family who are ill, then I am, I'm very conscious of that, and I have, I know of people who have lost relatives already, and I dare say there will be more. But so yeah, I don't want you to think my own comfort is with her. It comes with me ignoring what's going on for those for whom it is hard. So take care, and there we are today.